Welcome back, nerd friends. There is an all-new WP1080. That's right, the WP1080 has gotten the G2 treatment, and for the brushed segment, there hasn't been a lot of new things to do, but the engineers have found a way to make me want to run a brushed motor setup, and that is the new features of this new WP1080 G2. The BEC has been upped. It's a 4 amp switching regulator now, and it does the 8.4 volt, 7.2, as well as the 6 volt, whereas the previous model did not offer the 8.4. The speed control has some additional settings and an additional drive mode as well. Has 2 auxiliary inputs now. So you have your normal receiver wire that goes into your channel number 2, and then it has 2 more auxiliaries that can go to 3 and 4 or whatever you have available. And if you don't have those auxiliary channels available, it works just like a normal speed control. You can just not plug them in and it works totally normally. You just don't get those cool new benefits. But what are those cool new benefits? One of the inputs allows you to have adjustable drag brake on the fly. So you can set a knob or a switch on your radio and be able to cycle your drag brake value up or down for stronger or weaker brakes as you want. But the cool one is the real drive mode. It's a additional drive mode that you can activate using the programming box, and it allows you to set that fourth auxiliary, or the second auxiliary wire to activate your reverse. So normally, we'll show you here in a minute, don't worry. But normally you have forward and reverse. This gives you forward and brake, and then you flip a switch, and then when you give it throttle again, it makes it go reverse. So I have this all set up like that. For most of the radios, a simple 3-position or 2-position switch works for this, either one. If you have like a high-low switch or a 3-position switch, it'll work the same. So I've already had this set up and driven it around a little bit. So right now, the real drive mode is turned on. It's value number 4, item number 1. And if I give it throttle, this is the front of the truck, the wheels are going forward. And if I hit the reverse, that's the brakes. So here, I'll even show you the drag brake. So right now, the drag brake's all the way down. See how it's coasting? I can turn this up. Now my drag brake is all the way up, and I can get in the middle as well. So you get a little bit of drag brake. Very cool, if you ask me. Now, the real drive mode, right now, throttle is forward, reverse is brakes. If I pop this guy, oh, I pushed it the wrong way. If I pop this guy, then when I give it throttle, it goes backwards. So the wheels are going the other direction and I have brakes. This is great for scale driving, or if you want a lot of control going down hills, you can turn off the reverse and then use the brakes to ease your way down the hill. So we have reverse, and then we pop the switch. I'll show you I just have it set up as a 2-position switch, so that's channel number 4. It goes all the way one direction, all the way the other. And when I go that way, and I give it throttle, now the wheels are moving forward. So, very cool new feature that I think adds a ton of value to a brushed motor setup, because I didn't think that I was going to want to drive my brushed motor truck at all, but this makes it very, very cool. For, you know, when you're going downhill and stuff, you can drive up to something and it'll want to coast down the hill, and you can apply brakes to make it stop. It's much more like driving a real truck. I think it's very, very cool. I'm going to get the times that I've used this, I didn't do a very good job of bringing a camera, meaning I didn't bring my camera. And the next time I went out, I got the receiver wet, and that was a bad time too. So I got a receiver box sorted out so I can waterproof the receiver and get out and bash on this thing some more. The WP1080 G2 has just been announced. The information is going to be in the links down below. The pre-orders and the stuff like that will be coming very soon. I know last time I said that something was available for pre-order now, and it wasn't. It was available like a couple days later, and we got some flack on that. I apologize, folks, but the pre-orders will be coming if they're not already out, and hobby shops get the first crack at this. Hobbywing is a big advocate of allowing hobby shops to be your first stopping point, because I grew up at a hobby shop doing hobby shop things, and I think that it's a super important aspect of the hobby. So we try to make sure that the dealers have first rights, if you will. Don't quote me, but the later generation items have not been including the programming box like we used to. We try to save a couple bucks. We know there's so many folks out there that love Hobbywing. They already have the programming box, so they don't need to have another one in the box. They can get one from a buddy, all sorts of fun stuff like that. And if you need to get one, they're only, you know, $9 or $10, so not that big of a deal. But with those new settings, the main thing that you're going to want to do is reference your instruction manual chart. If you have any Quicrun speed control, they work with any LED programming card, and the difference is the sticker on the box is not going to match the settings. You have to reference the instruction manual. The newer Quicrun stuff is coming with a sticker that you can put onto the programming box so that you know if the settings are the same or not. If you do have any questions, comments, or concerns, shoot us an email, northamerica@hobbywing.com, and we will be happy to help you out with any answers that we can give you. Don't forget, we have a podcast. It's called RC Stuff, powered by Hobbywing. It goes out the first and third Friday of the month. Each and every episode, we give away a free Hobbywing system. Just listen to an episode and learn how to enter to win. But as always, folks, thanks for watching The Charlie Show, new every Tuesday right here on the Hobbywing official YouTube channel. We'll see you next time.